Okay, thank you for clicking on this video. Please pay close attention when you're really in 2025, and it is the 23rd of January 2025, when you really want to know everything about how to use social media and how to use attention, because that's what it's really all about, to make sure that people pay attention to whatever you have to say. Then this video, if you really want to know about it, this video may be something that you really want to watch until the end. This PDF, actually, this piece of creative content was created by one of the biggest online and offline marketeers, Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. And he gave this as a present, so pay attention. This is all about day trading and attention and how to actually build brand and sales in the new social media world. This is the index. Just stop the video when it goes too quick. Read it and then continue playing the video. So what is day trading attention? That's the big question. Now, day trading attention is the number one skill set, or the number one skill set you need to master in today's advertising landscape. It's the process of understanding attention, what it is, where it is, and where it's underpriced, and how to leverage it for brand building and sales. So just as a day trader on the financial markets constantly studies financial markets to keep a pulse on what's happening, you must constantly study what people are paying attention to, the cost associated with capturing that attention, and how it shifts by the day. That's how you'll find the best market or marketing and sales strategies for your business or brand or whatever you're selling. So where eyes are is basically the big saying is, where eyes are is money. So think of it this way: if you know what people are paying attention to and where they're paying attention to, and then you actually have a shot at selling them something. So again, if you know what people are paying attention to and where they're paying attention, then you actually have a shot at selling them something. So find out what people are paying attention to and where they are paying attention, on what platform, where they're looking at, which screen, which billboard, and so on and so forth. Mind you, they're all looking at their mobile phone at the moment, or most of them. So this is really the evolution of attention. That's it. We are attention brokers. Now this is what marketeers, or what modern marketeers have been doing for generations, or this is what marketeers in general have been doing for generations. The picture that you see in your screen we basically identify where human attention lies and reverse engineer it. So in the olden days you had literally people carving words and things in rock. Then you had the written form, so people start writing articles and newspapers and you name it. So the written word was born. Then the radio made a huge impact, day trading attention via sound, specifically radio, then the TV, then the internet, and now it's mobile phone. Today we're all watching mobile phone screens. So just find out where people's attention are and what they are looking at, and you'll have a shot at selling them something. Where eyes are is money. Where eyes are is money. This is a huge saying for marketeers and people that want to sell on and offline or whatever. Where eyes are is money. Full stop. So today, mass consumer attention sits across a handful of social media platforms. There's lots of them, but a handful are really where the masses are consuming attention. So which happen to have literally zero cost for organic reach. The number of people who will see your content if you just post it without running it as an ad, so free content. That's why social media can be one of the best places to capture underpriced attention. I mean, at this moment, social media is free, okay? So let's not even talking about paid advertising, but social media, you name it, LinkedIn, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, what is it? Snapchat, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, former Twitter, is all free. So you are able to create content and get people's attention with free social media. Check it out. So where many Fortune 500 through many Fortune 500 companies, if you are a marketer at the moment, content creator or an influencer or whatever you call yourself, if you're not there where people are watching, where the attention is, if you're not day trading that attention, if you're not playing properly within that realm, you're going to lose. And that's a statement of Gary Vaynerchuk himself. I'm going to play this video. Let me see if the sound is okay. So just enjoy this little video inspiration as well.
If you do not put your mobile device and the platforms that are on it on a pedestal, you are actually irrelevant in society. You don't like it? Cool. I don't give a fuck. It's still the truth. If you're in business, if you're making business decisions based on you being angry at technology because kids don't look each other in the eye anymore, if you're running your business based on your ideology of how humans should be interacting with each other, you will lose. The number one asset in the world is other people's attention. Their attention is in play. It lives here. Here are 7 or 8 platforms named YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Got it? You need to figure out how to be in there.
So say no more. That says it all. You know, this was a video of 2018. And really, this has been going on forever. Like even hundreds of years ago, wherever eyes are is attention, and wherever you are able to create attention and get people's attention, you have a shot at selling them something. So well said, Gary, and thank you so much for this continuous inspiration.
If you do not put your mobile device and the platforms that are on it on a pedestal,
let's continue with the next slide. Hold on a second.
In society.
So let's talk and let's look at some examples of modern day attention grabbing and content creation. Check this out. So this is a guy, this dude literally made a video, and his name is Nathan Apodacci. No, how do you spell this? Nathan Apodacci, okay, Nathan Apodacci, aka Dogface. That's what they actually that's his nickname. So this Nathan dude, aka Dogface, was just a regular man working in a potato factory in Idaho when he posted a simple TikTok video that would change his life. This video that you see on your screen, that video captured catapulted Nathan and Ocean Spray, that's the drink he's drinking, so the brand Ocean Spray, and his little video made sure that catapulted into national headlines, exploding Ocean Spray sales and launching this gentleman's into fame. So today the video has amazed this video, what you're seeing right here, this simple video, has amassed over 900 million views. Okay, so you never know. And the tune that was playing on TikTok was Fleetwood Mac's Dream, the song Dream, and it started charting again thanks to an extreme chill meme. So how the viral Ocean Spray TikTok video transformed a 90-year-old company overnight. Idaho Falls man's TikTok video goes viral, ranks up to 36 million. Those are just little remarks that they said about this video. So you never know what triggers people to watch. And that's the power of, for example, TikTok. Just as an example. Now, next example. I think you'll actually see the actual video. Let me see. Okay. Here's a little video again. Let me change the microphone and enjoy it.
The craziest part, Nathan almost didn't post the video. He said in an interview with Big Boy's Neighborhood, I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't post it. I looked at it again and I was like, okay, remember what Gary Vee says all the time? Post out content. Let's get it out there. It doesn't matter if I don't think it's good. Somebody out there wants me to see it. I just want to go off script right here for everyone real quick and tell you that, as you can imagine, this makes me feel tremendous. As many of you who are listening to this book know, I'm a big proponent of content. I also want to say thank you to Nathan for giving me that shout out. It's nice to know that the positive impact's helping people.
So here you have it. This guy almost not posted that video. So you never know what tickles people's fancy, so to speak. You never know what grabs people's attention. A spontaneous video of a dude serving, how do you say it, drinking ocean spray, easy. Next slide. Let me see if that's possible.
The craziest part, Nathan almost...
Okay, here you go. It's another example of a girl, just a regular lady that has posted a simple post on TikTok about mango flavored candy sold out of product nationwide. Oh, sorry. This little video made sure that this candy sold out nationwide. Sold out. It was a product that you could purchase at Walgreens. So the Walgreens mango gummies were in such high demand after this video that the candy started being resold on eBay for $10 or $20 per bag. So can you imagine buying this very cheap at Walgreens and then selling it online for way more expensive? That's today's social media selling. That's the whole point. So today the video has amassed 9 million videos, 9 million views. This little video had 9 million views, and basically people started selling very cheap candy because it was rare and it was sold out at Walgreens online for way more. So that's another example of simple videos catching people's attention. So start creating original content and sell things online. That's the whole idea. Another video of Gary here. So what does this matter to you? What does this matter until now? The information that you just see, what does it matter to you? Now, for large companies and brands, it's time to think beyond the potential reach that TV commercials, print ads, billboards or digital programmatic banner ads offer. So start looking into other ways to get people's attention. For larger companies, for small business owners and professionals, it's time to expand beyond the old traditional sales strategies of Google AdWords, SEO, SEM, cold calling, referrals, or going to the Chamber of Commerce, for example. And for creators, just simple creators or influencers, what they call them, or finfluencers, or people that do things on vlogs and blogs and social media, it's time to get more strategic about the content you're putting out. So instead of posting just a post, just to post, and expand the platforms you're posting on. So expand and make sure that your strategies for simple creators are more studied and expanded. Here again a video of Gary explaining that and inspiring us more about that.
Every bottle of Ocean Spray cranberry juice sold out in America in 48 hours because a man that was not part of Ocean Spray or an agency took a skateboard and was drinking it out of the bottle playing Fleetwood Mac in the background. Fleetwood Mac song went to #1 on Spotify on an organic TikTok post. Walgreens has a private label named Nice. In that private label, they also made a mango gummy candy. A human made a video about it that went viral on TikTok. Every bag of it in the country sold out within 72 hours. I just gave you 2 examples of an individual organic social media post that sold out every single product in the country. There's not one example of a television commercial in the last 15 years that has even come close to that commercial impact. This industry continues to disrespect social media creative at a level that makes no sense when you think about actual business. And I think it overvalues the medium of television and undervalues the medium of social media. And that would be the one thing that I would want for people, because the second they make that shift, their actual business goes up, which eliminates the cynicism of marketing.
So here you have it. And he also says in another interview, and I totally agree, that pretty soon you'll see AI generated individuals creating content and selling things, simple things, on social media. But that's another story, that's another video, so to speak. So how cool is it that we, the general Joe Blow, have an opportunity to do this instead of having to be a proper advertisement company or a marketing company? You don't have to do that. So the TikTokification of social media is very hot at the moment, as an example. Okay, so even within the world of social media, consumer attention continues to shift as new platforms emerge. Okay, it started, for example, with MySpace. I don't know if you remember the MySpace days. Then Facebook came, and then TikTok, which is now X. What was T again? I have no idea. Instagram, obviously. Is this I don't have any idea what this green logo is. This is Snapchat, and now you have TikTok, and who knows what is next? Who knows what is next? So this world of social media platforms, where consumers have their attention on, continues to shift as new platforms emerge, and I do believe it's a serious task, and it's our responsibility to keep watching that shift and to keep seeing and studying where people pay attention on. Who knows what platform is next? I have some ideas, but I won't bore you with that. So the way in which these platforms function has also shifted. Where social media algorithms were once based on social graph, and what is meant with social graph is who you follow, they are steadily transitioning to the interest graph. So what you are interested in, instead of who you follow, what you're interested in. That's a shift. So the actual functions of platforms are shifting, and well, it's up to you to keep up to date with that as well. You see an example of social graph on the left. You're seeing your classmates, your friends, and your mom. And now interest graph, the latest algorithm, is you're seeing golf. So what you're interested in, golf, cooking, and jazz, for example, as an example of that the platforms are shifting their functions and their ways as well. Now TikTok is a prime example, even though there's this big issue if TikTok is China's way to spy on the United States. Like this new president of the United States, I do believe is a complete idiot, but that's my personal opinion. This Trump guy has made an offer to TikTok to buy or to let the United States purchase 50% of TikTok. Not a bad move, but anyway, let's not get political. Maybe I'm pissing a lot of people off here, but that's just my personal opinion. I do believe that the United States will be run the next 4 days by a complete freaking idiot. Nevertheless, TikTok is a prime example. The content that TikTok surfaces on their For You page is based on the unique interest and content preference of each user. The interest graph doesn't care about how many followers you have. It cares about your ability to make strong, engaging content that will keep users on their app. For example, and that's not just TikTok, okay? In a phenomenon I'm calling the TikTokification of social media. Nearly every platform is adopting TikTok's interest graph-led algorithm. So more and more, it's more about what you're interested in instead of whom you are following. For example, a look inside Reels. Can Instagram new features beat TikTok? Twitter's new For You video feed, what you need to know, and how Snapchat spotlights works. So the TikTok-like feature explained. And YouTube is adding a slew of new TikTok-like features to Shorts, for example. YouTube Shorts is a little bit like TikTok. And LinkedIn is experimenting with a TikTok-like video feed in its app. So also have a look at the platforms, how they change their algorithms, and base your strategy on that as well. So what does this all mean? For the first time ever, the creative is a variable of success. The actual creative is a variable of success. Thanks to this phenomenon, you no longer need a huge follower base to get views and engagement. You just need content that people are actually interested in. Similarly, even with with Gary V's millions of followers, if he posts a piece of content that no one wants to watch, it might only get a few thousand views. And why is this important? It's important because this puts small businesses and creators on a much more even playing field with larger companies and brands. So you as an average Joe Blow has the opportunity to create huge impact as well. So whether you have 10 or 10,000 or 10 million followers, whoever understands how to make the best content that's contextual to the platform they're posting on wins. As simple as that. So let me repeat that. Whether you have 10,000, 10 million followers, it doesn't matter. Whomever understands how to make the best content that is contextual to the platform they're posting on wins. And our modern advertising framework will teach you how. And he's talking about his own marketing company here. These are words of Gary Vaynerchuk. So the modern advertising framework looks like this. This framework can be broken down into 6 core variables. First of all, cohort development. So define who you want to reach, first of all. Secondly, platforms and cultures. PAC, with other words, platforms and culture, PAC. The new requirement for your advertising knowledge is PAC, platform and cultures. Thirdly, strategic organic content, SOC, S-O-C, the abbreviation. So what good modern advertising looks like. And fourthly, as a core variable, is amplification, spending against what works. With other words, not wasting a single penny. Make sure that you spend the right amount on the right platform and not wasting a simple penny as one of the 6 core variables. And the 5th variable is videos people want to watch. Very important, videos that people want to watch. So modern commercials, like you saw in this video, the example with this lady that is posting a picture eating gummy fruit, and this dude on a skateboard drinking ocean spray. So post and make modern commercials that people actually want to watch. And the 6th variable, not less important, is post creative strategies, PCS. So listening to actual consumers and gathering insights. With other words, instead of doing split testing, just try some stuff out on social media, see the results, and then buy advertising money, not the other way around. So first try out what works on social media for free, and then take that content and turn it into paid advertising. That's, I think, the best conclusion of the sixth variable framework of modern attention brokerage. Now here a graph that you can see how this works. Study it. Study this. This picture, this flow chart, I could call it. So make sure you study this and use it. Use it to the best of your ability. Stop the video and study it. For me this makes total sense, but I'm not sure if you're one of those people that want to see these kind of explanations, more the dream board kind of explanations. And obviously this could be a video explanation, demonstration on itself. First of all, one, cohort development. So what is a cohort? This term refers to the buckets of often narrow but sometimes broad consumer segmentations that you'd want to try to reach. So cohorts are labels that give you a framework for what content to create. This way, instead of serving a single message to a mass audience, you can make content that's relevant to each individual cohort. Very clever observation. Thank you, Gary. So think of it this way. If you were serving ice cream to a large crowd, you'd just give everyone vanilla because people like different flavors. Just give everyone vanilla. But cohort development is about defining different audiences segments so you know what flavors to serve them. Chocolate, vanilla, mint with chocolate chip, swirls, you name it. So find out and segment the actual audiences into specific flavors. And why is this important? Well, it gives the creator or creative a starting point to ideate. So make sure that you have the right flavor to the right people, and to find out what content to make instead of a brief, which is how advertising agencies have worked. So advertising agencies have worked like, okay, give the masses vanilla because everybody likes vanilla, but nowadays you specifically can zoom into different needs for different groups of people and create that kind of a content, and you make a bigger chance of actually reaching results and selling more ice creams, so to speak. So think of the actual consumers and how to make content for them in specific niches that is relevant to them, while understanding the platform nuances at the same time, obviously. And secondly, platforms and culture, PAC. What is PAC? What is platforms and culture? Now, PAC is a two-pronged framework that should inform the strategic organic content you create for your cohorts. So you have platform on the left and culture on the right. First, you have to know the platform. That's very important. So know everything about Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, X or Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. So know the platform, study it, and the creative units feature their platforms. So on some platforms you can do one but not the other. So study the features on their platforms as well. Stories, images, multi-images, assets, carousels, videos, live text only posts, GIFs or GFTs or whatever you call them, GIFs, polls, audio, events, PDFs, etc. So study what you can post on the actual platforms. That's the platform study. And culture on the right, then you need to gain insight into the culture of in what kind of people, what is their lifestyle. That's the culture. So do you know how to speak to the narrow cohorts you're trying to reach? Ask yourself that question. Do you really know how to talk to that kind of culture? And do you know what trends they're paying attention to? Study that. Make sure you know that. And do you know their common behaviors and consumers, as consumers, what is their behavior as consumers? Study that as well, know that. And are you paying attention to cultural signals? Signals can take many forms, including like a consumer behavior or statistic, or something a celebrity did, or something an influencer did within cohorts you're looking at, or new articles or emerging trends on advertising platforms or sites like Google, trends, tweets, articles, or other content that sparks debate, for example, or research statistics about relevant topics and historic events, just to name a few signals that you can study to find out what culture a certain platform has. So make sure you know about platforms as well as the culture of the platform. So let's take a look at it, and here's some examples of Gary inspiring us more about these issues.
So if you don't know the platforms, not just the algorithm that everybody likes to talk about, but even one's ability to take advantage of all the different creative formats. When I look at around the world, what happens is the bigger you are, the more you treat social media the way you treated television and billboards. And what's happening is it's just all vanilla and there's not enough output. So what are companies getting wrong? They don't have enough output. They don't live under the context of strategic content. They just post for the sake of posting. They don't factor in what is our religion, which is something we call PAC, platforms and culture. If you don't know that carousel ads are over-indexing right now on Instagram, you're not going to post them. A green screen. If you just post something on a video to talk about something that's going on in business, that's fine. If you take a headline from your own article, you write an article, you then take that article and you take it into a green screen on social and you talk over it. I'm sure everybody who's listened, if they have social media, have seen a human talk over a green screen of an article. Mm-hmm. That format will get you 3, 4, 5 times more viewers. The end. It's strategic, organic content.
Taylor Swift,
yes.
Travis Kelce have changed the NFL's business.
Yes.
Is there a message in that?
Yes, of course there is, which is that everybody on earth underestimates pop culture. What happened with Taylor and Kelce is they're cross-pollinating their platform. So if you're a mechanic in Detroit, like I said in this post, you're not thinking about hitting up the Thai restaurant down the street to do a piece of social media content. Yet, that's the kind of left field post that will get people's attention. What if you're lucky enough to have an employee that's first name is Travis and another one that's first name is Taylor? You can easily use the micro moment of the infatuation of our society to do something clever and silly. What people don't realize is that little clever video on Instagram that only got 90 views. One of those 90 views is someone who's actually considering to hire an attorney, and they actually like the fact that you were a little silly and you made them feel more comfortable to reach out to you to work with your law firm or your dentist's place. People are very linear. They don't realize how big pop culture is and how they can factor into their boring business.
I do believe you're watching a masterclass in modern marketing. This is so amazing. This Google document that Gary gave away for free, what you're watching now, and I'll just do my own twist on it to pay homage to this dude. But this is an amazing masterclass. Okay, keep studying this and dissect it and make sure you use it, start using it or elements of it and start really experimenting with it.
So if you don't know the platform,
so basically next slide is about the third very important strategy, is strategic organic content, or with other words he calls it SOC. And what is SOC? What is strategic organic content? Now, strategic organic content refers to the strategic organic content that you post across Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, X or Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest and TikTok. It's a framework for how to make creative or creative content that people want to consume and should be informed by your platform and culture insights in order to build a brand. So make sure that it's a framework for how to make creative that people want to consume and should be informed by your platform and culture's insights in order to build brand, growing community and create relevance. PS, postscript, the reason we call this SOC, Strategic Organic Content, is we believe that most of the world does not understand how strategic organic content actually needs to be. These are not just posts. These are the most important ads in the world. Let's look at the examples.
I need you to understand the thumbnail, the first 3 seconds, what time you post, how many words, which platform, what's going on LinkedIn carousels that's different than Facebook carousels, Facebook Reels, what are broadcast channels. You need to start Googling and YouTubing and educate yourself on something I call SOC, Strategic Organic Content. Not just posting happy fucking Wednesday and hoping it works. My social media strategy is not the following. You need to post 30 times a day on social media, but you have to be good at it. How many times a day do you post?
About 1 a day and flooding the stories and stuff.
Right. Think about where I am in my career and where I want to go and where you are. You want to grow. You're day one.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be the one in this relationship posting 55 times a day. You understand?
Yeah.
This is now the television. And until you understand that, you are leaving money on the table. You will get customers on LinkedIn. You will get customers on YouTube Shorts. You will get customers on Pinterest. And you're in the best business. You're in the visual business. Take your shirt off and let's go. People post without any thought of what is required to make a post do well. I'm looking at it to figure out the angles of the strategic organic content. What's the post-production? What time do you post it? What's the copy that supports it? What's the first 3 seconds of the video? What's the overlay image? So I don't think people are putting enough strategy into it.
So here you have it, more information about strategic organic content that you can use right away. Super masterclass, this document or this video. Now the next is this picture. As a huge part of SOC, social organic content, is making content that's native to the platform you're posting on. So here are a few elements to consider. First of all, what size and dimensions are you working with? Secondly, are you using a platform's in-app features? Thirdly, does your copy reference contextual elements from the platform? And fourthly, to consider is, are you using cultural trends within each platform? So basically, have a study of your content and make sure that it is qualifying with these 4 suggestions when we're talking about SOC, or with other words, social organic content creation. Now, beyond the book, so beyond this information, fifthly, do you understand which creative unit is maximizing for reach or that moment? So with other words, a reel versus an in-feed post, for example. And sixth is to consider, do you understand what type of creative or creative content is over-indexing within the individual platform? For example, a picture versus a video versus a song versus an animation. Make sure you study that and do tests and split testing with that for free before you actually purchase paid advertising spaces. And fourthly, amplification. Amplification. I always think of speakers that's amplifying the sound. So what is amplification? Now, amplification refers to any tactic that lets you reach even more people through your content. So that means running paid ads on social platforms, running ads on streaming services, influencer marketing, TV commercials, outdoor media, and more and more and more. Amplify it. Make sure the same sound is bigger and more amplified, like a speaker. So the content you decide to amplify would be informed by social organic content insights. So the insights you get from social organic content, use that in order to amplify it via, for example, paying ads or running ads on streaming services and so on and so forth. So have the insights of social organic content for free and then use that in order to amplify it on TV commercials, outdoor media, and so on and so forth. So basically, first of all, social organic content plus validation from performances is money, is amplification. That's basically the 3 steps. And then brand performance, very important. Pay attention to which pieces of your strategic organic content actually resonates, what pieces resonate, what part of your content resonates, and you can measure this based on 1, how many views it gets compared to the average on your account, 2, the type of engagement it gets, 3, how many sales you get as a result of posting organic, etc., etc. So basically scrutinize and make sure you study the actual parts that resonates with your audience and that gets reactions. So you can then take that overperforming piece of content, add some sales focused elements, so improve that content with, for example, sales focused elements of call to actions or whatever you call them, and run it as an ad with some slight tweaks. So simply tweak it so that it is an ad instead of just social organic content, since you know the content has already been validated by the interests graph algorithm. Now, since the content already did well with you posted it organically, you have more proof that it'll work when you run it as a paid ad, mitigating your risk of wasting money. So that's how you reduce your loss of capital and tweak your social organic content into more effective advertising videos or posts. That is a process that I call brandformance. Brandformance, a new term. So brandformance or performance and branding both together is called brandforming, a new word of Gary Vaynerchuk. Very creative. And let's again listen to an example of that, of the master himself.
The number one thing in social media that I'm most excited about now is something I call brandformance. I would much rather every video I post get 17 views, 100 views, but then if I really got it, give me 19 million. As you know, TikTok is the closest thing to that. All the algorithms on every platform are going to follow TikTok because it works. It works because it's more based on merit. Now, Meta is going down that direction. Instagram's going to do that. You're seeing it in YouTube Shorts, which is why I've been saying it. Facebook's fan pages, they're starting to do it as well. So the model is put out as much as you can, different shit. It hits. Now you know that people resonate with it. Now you take it back, the original video, and you change the copy. You slightly tweak it and turn it into a right hook. Put it out, organically it hits, take it back, add to the copy or slightly tweak the copy to make it a transactional piece of content now, and then run $500 worth of ads against that. It's gonna work because the creative's already shown to you, because the algorithm now is not based on people, it's based on interest. So you know the ad is good.
Now I'm going to tell you that there are events that you pay $2,000–3,000 for to get the same lessons that you get for free here. So thank you so much for posting this specific document for us for free. This is truly a master course.
The number one thing in social media that
next and last, but one of the last slides is the 5th element of what to watch is videos people want to watch. So modern commercials, make sure that they are videos that people want to watch. It's not about you, it's about them. So what are modern commercials? Now, unlike traditional commercials, modern commercials are pieces of content that don't feel like an ad. Simple as that. That's why it's called organic content. So unlike traditional commercials that you can smell from a mile away, modern commercials like this dude on a skateboard drinking ocean spray very spontaneously. Modern commercials are pieces of content that don't feel like an advertisement. It's like life out of life, you know, a life moment out of real life. So people actually want to watch them. They want to watch that organic feeling. People are sick and tired of the typical traditional commercials. So people actually want to watch them. Make sure that's very important. And the production is always informed by insights and observations from the content. With other words, the social organic content you're putting out across platforms. So make sure you post a lot of social media, social original content, and study that and use that for your ad. That's basically the description of the modern commercials. A modern commercial can look like a skit from a sitcom, or a music video, or a movie trailer, or a Saturday Night Live skit, etc., etc. Just pieces of creative content that feel more like organic content than typical traditional commercials. Those days are gone. So think of modern commercials like social organic content, but more thoughtful, produced and expanded videos built off your initial insights, your studies. They are longer forms, broadly relatable, and potentially higher production videos for broader impact. The budget for these might be higher than a normal piece of content, but they don't have to cost nearly as much as traditional television commercials today when it comes to production. In fact, they shouldn't. So remember, these are videos that people want to watch. That's the most important thing. Create that which people want to watch. It's not about you. It's about what people want to watch, and they should evoke emotional like a Super Bowl commercial. So you really should trigger people's emotions. They create laughter, sadness, happiness, joy, and the appeal to a broader base of people. I always believe that the making of the movie is more effective than the movie itself, as an example, but that's my input, okay? That's my humble input. So although you could add a call to action to these videos to drive an outcome, more sales-oriented call to actions, they shouldn't be blindly focused on promoting your business. They also should have elements, so add elements of social organic content which are more sales oriented, like a call to action. Tweak them. And then the sixth lesson within this master course of Gary V, or Gary Vaynerchuk, is called Post Creative Strategies. Post Creative Strategies. What is a post creative strategy? Now, post creative strategy is all about listening. It's all about reading the comments on every post you put out to get an insight or an observation on consumers' behaviors or interest before you actually post it. That's why it's called post. Post is always before. So before you're actually creating content or advertising, make sure you study the comments and the behavior and the reactions of your social media or social organic posts. Study that. So ask yourself, did your content strike a nerve, or are people genuinely leaving positive comments because they like the content, or are they trying to virtue signals to their friends, for example? And ask yourself and make those studies, read the comments and study the behavior and the reactions of the people of your content. How do the tone and tenor of your TikTok comments, for example, differ from the YouTube comments you receive? So make sure you study the different platforms and the different comments and the different reactions on different platforms in order to make the posts there better, because it says something about the culture. And ask yourself, did your content make people uncomfortable? It's also a measure. Maybe it makes people feel uncomfortable, and make sure you adjust it so people feel more comfortable. And did they find it funny, for example, is another question that you could ask yourself. Now, these are just some of the questions to ask yourself during the PCS process, the post creative strategy studies that you can do before you're actually spending money on ads. So in short, PCS or post creative studies, insights, or post creative strategic insights help make your next piece of social organic content even better, and you keep improving. It's like split testing in a different way, and help you uncover new cohorts or eliminate existing cohorts as needed. Once your strategic organic content gets posted, read the comments, study it on your content, and comments on other accounts that are relevant to who you're trying to reach. Make sure that you always please the customer. It's all about studying your user, your customer. It's not about you or your firm or whatever political shit. It's all about making sure you serve the public with what they want. This way, you'll get a better sense for what's resonating, what isn't, and who your content is reaching. Let's listen to a more inspirational video of Gary about this PCS live issue.
We have a very prominent role at VaynerMedia called PCS, Post Creative Strategist. These individuals' jobs are to read every comment from every post of a brand, and then use their psychology, anthropology skills to make observations from the comments, reading the qualitative data, and then form an insight that makes the next piece of content. The amount of people that hit me up every day is hundreds, thousands of people who are sad that they're not growing. And then occasionally, I used to do it all the time, now I do it occasionally, I will go look at their account. 90% of those people don't even reply to the 15 people that leave a comment. If you're in this audience and you're sad that your profile is not growing on the business side or the personal side, and you are not replying to every comment you get from the content you are putting out, you are audacious. Thank you.
Yeah, so with other words, please do listen to your audience, and please read the comments and react to it, and make sure that you adjust whatever you put out there according to the needs and the likes and the emotion reactions of those whom you are serving. Customers first, with other words. Now, just as an addition, while you're on the topic of post-creative strategy and social listening, I want to introduce you a concept that I believe, Gary says that, he believes can be a game changer for every creator, influencer, business and brand. And that is Comments as creative. Comments as creative. CASC. So comments as creative. That's something to really study and look at. So comments as creative. So comments as creative refers to strategic copywriting meant to build awareness and brand equity. With other words, leaving strategic comments, emojis, images or gifs in the comments section of other creators or brands. So be very, very clever about that. So use comments as creative as well. Just comment with emojis or images or gifs from other and on other creators and brands. That's very clever. There was another word for it in the old time, but this is what he means with using comments as creative content as well. Basically, these are some examples that you can see. So all brands show below, the brands that are shown below are Gary V's media company clients at the time this deck is published, and he's basically using social organic content and also the comments in order to make more people watch it or react to it. Very good example. Study this little picture, this little slide. Stop the video or replay it as a little marketing study as well, as far as I'm concerned. So why comment sections are has been evolved. So as a little side note, the way platform algorithms are prioritizing distribution of creative has changed. People spend more time than ever before in comments, in the comments that you can make, the comment section. This means that comments are now prime real estate to accelerate your own relevance and therefore views and impressions. So use the comment section as part of your creative strategy or output strategy as well, your marketing strategy. So these kind of comments should not be mistaken for CMing, okay, or community managing, where CMing is customer services replies, for example, direct responses or messages. CASC really is different, is driving and scaling relevance with more new people. Basically, CM reach is one-on-one, brands engaging with the community to deepen and foster relevance, while this example reach is many. So brands engaging on other brands and create a post outside of their direct category to drive relevance with new audiences. Very clever observation. Thank you, Gary. So that being said, Gary V talked a lot, or is talking a lot about social media in this presentation, because in his opinion, in Gary V's opinion, it is still the most vastly underused and underestimated tool in the modern marketing arsenal of most creators, small businesses, and especially big brands. I mean, big brands are mostly, how do you say it, a little arrogant about this whole issue, and I find that very true. So that being said, day trading attention is bigger than just social media, and it isn't about predicting what's next. It is about staying on the pulse, so feeling the pulse and the culture and everything of where people's eyes and ears are today, and marketing for the now, whether whatever that happens to be. So again, where eyes and ears are, that's where money is. That's really my slogan that I creatively add to this beautiful document of Gary V, or Gary Vaynerchuk. So the thesis of day trading attention is simple. Figure out where the underpriced attention is and learn how to effectively storytell in those places. But as I always said, as he always says, you can't just read about doing push-ups. Execution is the game. So if you read and study about push-ups, it will not make you fit. Execution, so taking action, is the game. And that's the hard part. Really doing the push-ups instead of studying about it or hoping about it. I hope you put, and he says, he hopes that you put in the effort to truly become a practitioner with this deck and book, this ebook, so to speak, as your guide. So use this as your guide. This is a free gift. Happy New Year 2025 gift of Gary V from Gary Vayner Media. Thank you so much. So long story short, just use it to the best of your ability and make sure you practice instead of preaching, and I will do the same thing. Thank you so much for your attention. You could have looked at a different video, and whatever has been said here is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These were just examples, suggestions, and inspiration, and this is not a corporate video of Gary V or whatever. This is my interpretation of this beautiful document that he gave us for free. And make sure you use it accordingly. Don't use money that you can't miss, and use your hard-earned money first for your basic needs like food, shelter, clothing, the taking care of your children, loved ones, and your communities first. And I do not take any responsibility of the results that you get from the products and services that I promote or suggest you take a look at, and I do not take any responsibility of the results that you get thanks to this creative content or however content or whatever content I put out. You have to take full responsibility yourself. No guarantees, no promises. Shout out to Gary V, Gary Vaynerchuk. Look him up, follow him. He's a fantastic marketer with these insights, and this document really proves it again. I personally have a lot to add because I do believe that nowadays with AI video production, AI and quantum computing, this can actually make another twist, but that's a different video, different story. Look at different videos on this channel of things that you're able to sell, promote and earn money with, as well as like, subscribe. Would it be okay to become a member of this channel? You'll do me a bigger favor than I can ever do you. And make sure that you contact the person that brought you to this video / me in order to be invited to our Zooms, webinars, seminars, live streaming sessions on and offline. And yeah, when you see this on YouTube or Rumble or wherever, please click links or copy links and paste and start and do things instead of studying, as well as whenever you see this on a page or a platform or a website where you can leave your best email address and or mobile telephone number, please do so. We'll send you appropriate video information, won't spam or scam you, not the intention. And then I'll see you and yours, and that's the most important thing personally, as a personal note, and I'm saying that to remind myself. I don't want to talk down to you, indoctrinate you or patronize you, but I need to hear this myself. Please dream bigger, faster. Okay, when you don't have a reason to do all this stuff, you won't move. So dream bigger, faster. With other words, visualize the person that you'd like to become, even though you're not it yet. And do the same with your circumstances and with the stuff that you'd like to enjoy here now on earth, because that's what it's all about, your dreams and aspirations. And when you do that, you will find that you have more reason to realistically do things that are necessary in order to fulfill that dream. So walk with your head in the clouds while firmly planted on earth to do and to not do and stop doing that which is necessary in order to fulfill your dreams and aspirations. That's how you practice the law of attraction. That's how you eat an apple instead of studying about an apple. So you don't have to sit in a $3,000, $6,000 or $9,000 hallelujah to the NLP indoctrination mass hysteria guru that is a billionaire learning about the law of attraction. Fantastic circuses. Do it. Enjoy it. The buffets are fantastic. The pool is great. Mostly wonderful tropical resorts. But how to practice the law of attraction is up to you. To be grateful. Be grateful for that which is not here yet, and you'll see that your mind will open and you'll grab opportunities that when you are not grateful, they were there but you didn't grab them. That's the difference. So stop walking around like a victim with your head stuck somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. I need to hear this myself, okay? I'm not talking down to you. I'm not your upline guru, priest or pimp or upline, downline, whatever motivational speaker. I need to hear this myself. So stay grateful for that which is not here yet, and your life will change immediately. And that's my promise. Thank you so much, and then I'll see you and yours definitely. Thanks to all this information and all the opportunities that are here at this moment in the most wonderful resorts, top hotels worldwide, and on the most beautiful beaches of the world, because you're more and more than worth it, and that lifestyle is there for you too. Thank you so much.